Hey, so today I'm stringing another racket. This is a 100 brand. I believe they come out of the same factory as Lining, but not real sure. Even the logo looks almost the same, yeah. This is a Battle 700. It's got funny things. Battle 700. At the top it says never retreat. Oh dear. Super weave carbon fibre. These are print some crap on these. Anyhow, so this is Rachel's racket. I'm going to string this up for her. Yeah, so on Thursday night she busted a string. She doesn't break many strings because she's not a real strong hitter. And this had BG65 titanium in it. No, just BG65 in it, which is a great string for longevity. But I loaned her a racket, one of mine, when her string broke. And it has X-Bolt 63 in it. And she really liked it. So, and also a bit tighter than she does her strings as well. So so she is going to match that. She's going to have it at tighter strings. So I think hers are typically 23 or 24 or something. But now she's going to go with 27, which is what I do mine at. She liked that. And also with the X-Bolt 63 strings, which she really liked. So that's what we're doing. I haven't strung a 100 racket before. I've got one of my own, but I haven't had to restring it yet, but it is pretty much due. So got all the spaces in, measure out some string. Now I use my stringer as my guide, I guess, for length. So for the mains I do 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, and that leaves me plenty of string. And then when I get to the crosses I do 4.5. So here we go. Got it nice in the middle at the top, down the bottom here. So many different ways that people do these things. I am typically a bit slow. Half of that's because I can't really see very well. Seems that way anyhow. There you go. I've got yellow in these strings as well, but I think the black on this white racket would look better. Now at this point here, some people pull both strings together. I don't know if there's a right or wrong for this, if I'm honest. Or some people just clamp and yeah, some people just clamp it up and let the clamp do the holding for them. So that's what I'll do. Put the clamp in place. Get it to line up. Oh, dummy. Using the wrong clamp. There we go. That'll be better. And we're away. Let's try that again. That should hold up. Yeah. Ah, for God's sake, still going wrong. Keeps dropping out of the clamp. There we go. Now we're good. Now here's something I saw someone do the other day, and well, not the other day, loads of stringers do it. They pre-weave everything, and it really did make it look like it was a lot faster process. I haven't done that before, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm not going to tighten anything Just going to pre-weave the whole lot on this side. And then go back and tighten everything. God damn it. It was cool, the racket I lent Rachel at our social setting, badminton catch up the other day. She really liked the racket as well, so she's gone ahead and bought one of those for herself. I think it's a bit lighter than she's used to using. She felt she was quicker around the court and quicker to get into the smashes and so on. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that will do. How do they do this? Because now I can't pull the string through to tighten it. No, that can't be right. I don't know what they do. I'm not doing that. They must leave a bit hanging out the end so they can pull it up on the tension head, because how it is at the moment, you can't pull it through. Got my process. I don't know why I try and change it. I like what I do. I get good results. When you watch Rachael play, she's got a devastating drop shot. Catches everyone out all the time. The other excellent shot she's got is this sort of half-court smash to the sides. If you get a lift that's not quite deep enough, she'll make you pay. Oh, straight through, beauty. I'd love if you were watching this and even got this far into it, if you'd give this channel a like, because I can't go live on YouTube until I got 50 subscribers. So the only place I can go live is TikTok, and then I have to save those videos and then move them over to YouTube, and that's a pain in my butt. So if you could just give us a like, even if you don't intend to watch any of my videos over again, that's cool. Just give it a like, and Oh, sorry, give us a follow. That would be great, because I'd really like to be able to go live directly into YouTube, because having to save them and then go into it is an absolute hassle. And, you know, who wants to see a Aussie bloke stringing in his garage anyhow? No fancy studio here. When there's all these super slick dudes out there doing a racket in half the time, or less than half the time that I can do one. Yeah, I don't care. I find doing rackets really relaxing. Relaxing until I get stuck on a shared hole, that is. If there's any other stringers watching, what do you use for your stencil ink on black strings like this? I bought some of the Wilson stencil ink in white, and it's garbage. It doesn't stick to the strings at all. It's terrible. So in case anyone's wondering, you can probably tell by the beep, but the tensioner I use is a 2086, a Wise. I think the brand is Wise 2086. Seems pretty good. Again, a bit slower than the really high-end machines, but so I'm not doing this as a rush. I'm not doing it for a really to generate income. It's just to offer a service to our local club, because no one in the town here is particularly good at stringing rackets. You could argue I'm not that good either, but I reckon I get the job done okay. Well, this is my first one where I've jumped over a string. So I'll put something in there for that. clumsy. I've done this a couple of times. You get to these last couple of ones on the edge here, and tighten one side, tie it off, and then I'll do the other side, but I don't tighten it. I just tie it off. I have to freaking start the whole thing again. Done it a couple of times, so hopefully I remember now to never do that again, because that's a waste of time, that is. These little extra ones I like to use a different colour if I've got it, because it makes them easier to see. And here's the other thing that's interesting is I have heard other stringers putting the tension up for these last two, because you're pulling two at once. So that's what I do. Ah, just pulled that string out of there then. Damn it. Yeah, that's a new knot that I'm trying, and it's no good. That is no good at all. Look at that. That's shit. Might run out of reach there. Yeah. Had to move the racket too far. Going back to the Parnell knot. That other knot will hold, but Just don't like it. I like this knot. Pull it up nice and tight. The only thing is it's a bit of a smaller knot, so I typically do an extra half hitch on there just to make the knot a bit bigger because this is such a thin string. And these have pretty generous shared holes, so that's a bit of a plus there. An extra bit on there. Cool. All right, that's that bit. Now let's do the crosses. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. Now, I have seen the best stringer in the world do it this way, so that's what I do. I leave enough off the end here to reach the machine. And then I work my way up the racket. And then I do the last pull last. The first pull last. Puts less pressure on the knot. Ah, see? Missed one there. Got my weave wrong too. Always important to check. There we go. Applies. There. That's where I'm slower than everybody else. I get stuck on those shared holes. See, now it's got something to pull against. And you'll see at the end the point of that. I've got a misweave there as well. Goodness me. And there. This is not going excellent today, is it? Tell you what, started off because I changed my process at the start. Didn't work. Should have known better. A flying thing. Shoo. Little moth there likes my light, I think. Okay, turn it around now. Good. Get lost. Yeah, this is a weird string. It's got like a fibrous, fluffy core to it. Let me know if you've used the X-Bolt 63 and if you like it either to play with or to string with. It is nice to string with, except when it gets a bit fluffy on the end, it's a bit harder to put through the holes. But yeah, I feel like I've made a real meal of this racket, actually, if I'm honest. It hasn't quite gone to plan. It'll be fine. But, a couple of misweaves and messing up some shared holes. Bit annoying. Yeah. Just slows everything down, doesn't it? So I'm never in a rush, so it doesn't really matter. And I said before, if you see this on YouTube, I'd love if you could give me a follow, because the only place I can go live is on TikTok, and I have to move the videos from TikTok over to YouTube, and that's just time consuming, and I'd love to be able to just do straight onto YouTube. People drop in and out of the live on TikTok too, so I guess it's not all bad. It'd be cool. I could go live on both because I've got two phones. Maybe I'll do that in the future. That'd be funny. First of all, I've got to get enough followers on YouTube before I can even contemplate that. So I charge $35 for a string on a badminton racket and $55 for a tennis racket. But to be honest, I don't actually push the tennis racket thing. I don't really care about it. But if someone wanted me to do it, I'd do it. Much prefer just doing the old badminton strings. The tennis strings are too hard on your fingers. It's hard work. I've never done the single string pattern. I've always done it with 2 strings. No one's ever asked for it, and I can't see why you would. This seems to be the gold standard, doesn't it? Interesting looking at the stats back, how long people watch these videos for. It's not very long, in case you're wondering. People just jump in and out. Because most people wouldn't have a clue what the hell's going on, would they? Get through there. And most people wouldn't give a stuff. Oh, missed one of my little doubled up holes here. Have to get in there somehow. Same on this side. How did I have that tool 1 second ago? Now I don't know. There it is. There it is on the ground. Getting to the pointy end now, literally. Hoping I've got some easy holes to get through here. There's a nice one. Yay. Yeah, the other string that I've done at this diameter, the BG66, really twists up, but this string doesn't seem to twist. It's fantastic. Oh, yes. Sometimes when the grommet and the string are really close together, it's hard to know if it's going to go under or over, and sometimes there's not a lot of room in there to get it to squeeze through, like on this one. It's under, but I've got to somehow poke it down through there where there's not a lot of room to get the angle. There we go. All right. This is where those little bits of string come in handy, because I can pull the string that's across the hole out the way just enough to get that through. God, I've got loads of string left over this time. That's weird. That's a lot more than I normally have. What a waste. Yeah, no matter. Last cross. Yeah, I'm perplexed as to why there's so much left over. Makes me feel like I've forgotten something. I haven't. Don't know. Missed a pull there though, didn't I? That long beep just means it ran out of travel before it got to tension. This last knot's always a little bit tricky as well because there's not a lot of room in there. I mean, they're only thin strings, there is room, but once the clamp's in place, it can be a bit tight. See, some people pull up their knots with a clamp. Don't like to do that. I've broken a couple of strings doing it that way, and there's no need for it. Just try and make that knot a bit bigger, because again, big holes. So I just wanted to make sure it doesn't fall into the frame. Very good. Now we come back to that first string. Remember, we hadn't tightened that one. Pull that one up, get the clamp off. So that's instead of doing a starting knot, because I just don't like them. There's that dude Mark, I don't know what his name is, probably one of the best stringers in the world. He does this as well. And I figure if it's good enough for him, good enough for me. So a couple of weaving errors there, but it's done. Your racket's done, Rach. You can have that back Monday night. And hopefully you like your new, tighter, thinner strings. Jeez, they go out of shape, don't they, with the tension on them? It's unreal. Remember to always, if you break a string, cut your strings out, because you don't want uneven pressure through your racket. Feels pretty good. I'll stencil it up now. Oh, it's a flexi shaft. Yeah, I'll stencil it up now, and she can have that Monday night. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to follow along. Give us a like on YouTube when you see it on YouTube, please, because I want to go live on YouTube, not TikTok, because I think it's a bit more targeted. Anyhow, have a great day.